September 2020, you are watching the news in Africa and the world. Development in Mali today says the junta that seized control of the country 2 weeks ago will hold national transitional talks with civil society groups and political parties this weekend. The talks will also include the June 5 movement that launched the protest following mounting pressure for a quick handover to civilian rule. According to the junta spokesperson, the national consultations to be held on Saturday and Sunday aim at producing a blueprint for the transition. Colonel Ismail Wage added that the talks would take a different turn, meaning consultations will not only take place in Bamako but also in the regional capitals of the country. Other groups convened for the discussions are former rebels, unions and representatives from the media will have to validate the objectives of the talks to come. Another round of talks is scheduled to take place from September 10 to 12 involving national and regional delegates and the diaspora in Bamako. In Guinea, outgoing President Alpha Condé has submitted his candidacy for the presidential election due to take place in October 18 to the Constitutional Court. To formalize his intention to run for a third term, he was accompanied by the President of the National Assembly and certain dignitaries of the Rally for the People of Guinea, the RPG party. So far, only 3 candidates have deposited their application. The Constitution limits the number of presidential terms to 2, but the adoption of the beginning of the year of a new law allows Condé to sit in for re-election according to his supporters. The deadline for submitting candidature is September 8, a statement from the Constitutional Court read. COVID-19, health workers in South Africa are protesting against poor working conditions and have urged the government to end corruption in purchasing of coronavirus personal protective equipment, PPE. The protesters on Thursday gathered in Pretoria and Cape Town, charging that the lives of health workers are endangered as some health structures have inadequate supplies of PPE like surgical masks. The National Education, Health and Allied Workers Union, leading the demonstrations, has equally threatened that its 200,000 public workers will go on strike on September 10 if their issues are not attained. In addition, they have also demanded danger pay for workers who are on the front line in the battle against the global pandemic. South Africa has been rocked by allegations of corruption related to the procurement of personal protective equipment. The country's Special Investment Unit said it is currently probing more than 20 cases of corruption related to the contract to provide health supplies to government. Ethiopia-Nigerian dispute. The United States Department has taken the decision to temporarily pause some aid over the lack of progress in the country's talk with Egypt and Sudan over a massive disputed dam project it is completing on the Nile River. It is not clear how many millions of dollars in aid are being affected or how long. The decision was taken by Secretary of State Mike Pompeo based on guidance from the president, the spokesman said. Ethiopia, Sudan and Egypt have been locked in a bitter dispute over the filling and operation of the dam. Ethiopia considers the hydropower dam essential for its electrification and development, but downstream Egypt and Sudan view it as a serious threat to vital water supplies. The State Department said they're continuing to fill the dam. Ethiopia was undermining confidence in the negotiations. Over Over to Europe, the French government on Thursday unveiled the €100 billion stimulus package to start its economy hard hit by the global coronavirus health crisis. The minister Jean Castex says the revival plan had historic ambition and scope. He added the funds was the amount needed to regain their pre-crisis level of wealth by 2022, and that the absolute priority is employment. The €100 billion have been partitioned into three, that is €30 billion to move a greener economy, earmarked to renovate buildings to be more energy efficient, to boost friendly environmental industries and decarbonize the economy, €35 billion to boost companies' competitiveness, and €35 billion for social and territorial cohesion to boost youth employment and training. Prime Minister Jean Castex highlighted that 40% of the stimulus package will be provided by the European Union through its recovery fund agreed in July following talks between leaders. And hopes for a breakthrough in quelling the rising tensions in the eastern Mediterranean Sea dimmed on Thursday after Greek officials denied that they had agreed to talks with regional rival Turkey. NATO's chief said they have agreed to start technical talks to reduce the risks of military incidents and accidents in the eastern Mediterranean, where the two are locked in a tense standoff over offshore energy rights. But Athens has quickly denied, saying neighboring Turkey must first withdraw its ships from the area where it is carrying out gas oil prospecting. Turkey's foreign minister issued a statement backing NATO's initiative, adding that the talks were not intended to solve bilateral problems, but rather focus on the actions of the two countries' militaries. Germany has already launched a diplomatic effort for Ankara and Athens to engage in talks. Both insist they want to talk, but each on its own terms. Those were the essentials for today's edition of the news. Keep on watching DBS television on TV Meet. Do take care and stay safe.